Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. Now, we're going back in for the U.S. versus Sean Combs trial, Day 7. Day 7, we're with the personal assistant on the stand. The chef is coming up, also the mother of Cassie Ventura. Now, we're covering it in great detail, and you can find it on various platforms, and including we did a week 1 ebook that's available on Google Play. You can find it. But yesterday, in terms of the procedure and the openness of the trial, we have this development to report. Last week, on Thursday, I filed into the docket a letter to say that too much is not going into the docket, that every morning the lawyers come in and say what we filed overnight, Your Honor, and he issues rulings. Well, the way it works is that these are judicial documents. Anything that's submitted to a judge, particularly in a criminal case, but even in civil litigation, this is supposed to be public. And so he basically said, he said, we've received an application from the press, that's Inner City Press, and he directed them to, I guess, spend a week redacting the things they've been filing in the first part of the case so that next Tuesday they put them in. That's a week from today, and he said thereafter do it once a week. I don't know. First of all, that's on too much of a delay. And number two, I could see that sliding. He didn't say on which day of the week to do it, how to do it on a rolling basis. And so it seems like a setup for a problem. So there may have to be other filings, but at least we've gotten to first base. So we're leading off first, and we may try to steal second. Not steal second, we deserve second. So I actually just did I don't know, somebody else's podcast at greater length about this. And it did make me think that, one, Combs may be calling in the Georgia duo of Steele and Westmoreland more often because they seem to take a more aggressive approach. And, just looking at it in terms of strategy, if you didn't plead guilty, it's because you think the witnesses are lying. And if you think the witnesses are lying, you should ask them if you can, are you lying? Why is your story so different? Now, it happens all the time. People speak to the government a number of times, and the stories aren't always exactly the same. And it can be explained away, but if there's too many differences, this is what a cross-examination is supposed to focus on, not a bunch of reading back years and years of emails. Just a critique. Let me move to another SDNY case. There's a number of them, and we do our best, especially now that the trial ends at 3, to run and cover them. Yesterday there was a white-collar criminal called Leach. $600 million are missing. He's out on the lam. He's out on bail, and he'll have a trial in, I guess, April 2026. But there's another guy. It's even worse. Jonah Rechnitz. Now, if you're a New Yorker, you may remember this. He was part of a Bill de Blasio corruption scandal. Well, he's putting back his sentencing yet again, this time to August 12th. Jonah Rechnitz, maybe never to be sentenced. He's out in L.A. Kobo. It was a union, and he owes some restitution. There's a big fight, and he doesn't want to pay, and you can check it out. But he put in a sealed filing asking for a delay. We don't know why, and he got it until August. Also, the United Nations. Yesterday, we published a scoop, an exclusive, in which Courtney Rattray, the chief of staff of Antonio Guterres, wrote to various agencies saying, how can we save money in this era of Trump by moving jobs out of the United States? Well, I can say, you're welcome. Please do go, because if you can't abide by the First Amendment, you shouldn't be here. We've applied to re-enter the UN, and we will not rest. But for now, we won't rest because we're going into the courthouse for DD, Day 7. To be continued.